Joey Reese and Billy Butcher.
All right, and so back to Patreon people. I have
We
something.
will read your names next week.
Yeah.
It's funnier to not do that.
So you don't have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, man, I don't do that either, and
Yeah.
it's kind of for the same reason. Like I hate New Year's Eve. I think I hate it because, oh man, I hate it because I want to like it. Like you spend all this time as a kid just being like, I hope I can stay up till midnight, and New Year's Eve's just so cool. And you see all these movies, people drinking champagne, they kiss a girl, like they meet somebody, they're at a party, it's awesome. That has never happened. Like, it's always like, if you have a girlfriend, you're going to be having the worst fight of your life on New Year's.
Dude, Reese, you nailed it on the head.
Yeah, you're not kissing anyone.
Nailed it. You nailed it. Keep going. I'm sitting. This is an amen situation for me. Keep going.
There's nobody toasting anybody. There's no big party. Like, you might go to a party and it's New Year's and everybody's like half asleep, just like, oh God, it's time. Or there's 100 kids running around because they stayed up at this person's house. It's never like it looks.
Or the you go to somebody's house, everybody's half asleep. They have the Ryan Seacrest New Year's Eve special on.
Yeah.
And every band that's on there, nobody our age knows who any of those people are.
No.
They're like, oh, Lil Juicy's coming out to perform. And then, like, after Lil Juicy, it's like, Lil Toe. And then after Lil Toe, it's, Lil Funky is coming out. And then they have.
I thought Lil Juicy was real. When you said that, I was like, all right, Joe knows about some
ear to the
people I don't
ground.
know about.
Yeah, and then in between it, they're like, oh, TikTok sensation, Sasha Bearings is going to come out, and, and then you're just like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
And Ryan
Yes.
Seacrest looks like he's 24, but I think he's 83.
Yeah.
And I don't know
He's
any of
drinking
those people.
whatever Dave Clark was drinking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever baby blood those guys had, he's got an open pipeline to it now.
I think it's
'cause
Dick
Dave's
Clark.
not drinking it.
I think it's Dick Clark.
Dick Clark. You're
Not,
right.
not Dave.
Dave Clark.
I think Dave
Wasn't
Clark
it
sat behind
Dave
me.
Clark 5?
I think Dave Clark sat behind me in third hour science period my sophomore year.
Whatever Dave Clark is drinking.
Yeah. Dick Clark was like 100 years old.
Dick Clark.
He was
Yeah.
like Futurama, like the heads in the jars.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
Yeah, and for like the last 100 years, that's all he did. He stopped doing American Bandstand and just
Yeah.
did this. But it was like enough. They just wheel him out, plug him in, and then he just like, all right.
Yeah.
So anyway, though, it's disappointing. And so I just feel like New Year's, I still, like, if I'm honest, I still want it to be that. I still want it to be like some party and you're toasting and there's champagne and you find some girl and you're in love with her and kiss her for the first time. Like, that sounds magical. It would be magical even just to be dating somebody or be married to somebody and they're not pissed at you.
Yeah.
For
that's
some
correct.
reason, though, they're always pissed at you on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
So it's just been my experience that it sucks. And my counter to that is that New Year's Eve, 8:30, I take NyQuil and I go to bed.
That's
Like,
not
It makes
bad.
me, because I'm just like, you know what? Who's in charge of this? Me.
Yeah.
Peace out. See
Yeah.
you later, Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My New Year's Eve is I want to get together. I want to have a great dinner. I've quit doing the whole I've done the whole thing where you get together, just like you said, you get together at somebody's house and have like a big group. That's just a letdown because again, it's like you're fighting with whoever you went with. It's just you always get in a big fight that night or something.
Yep.
Especially the last few years for me. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So like, I don't want to do that. So then you end up staying home with like family, which I love doing stuff with my family. And it's not every year that we do something on New Year's Eve. So if I don't have my kids that night, it's kind of like, well, I don't have my kids. So that fun is not there. And then staying up till midnight, just to stay up till midnight to tell somebody, hey, Happy New Year. And then they're like, yeah, Happy New Year, woo. And everybody does the like, woo, Happy New Year. And then where's my coat? And everybody's out of there. What I like is just have everybody over. It's New Year's Eve. You have dinner, you have whatever, you have pizza, hors d'oeuvres, just kind of have fun, play games, whatever. 9 o'clock, everybody goes. I'm in bed by 10. Like, who cares about staying up till midnight? I'm going to go to bed at 10 o'clock. I'm going to tell people, Happy New Year, man. I'm going to go to bed at 10. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to feel great.
Right.
And yeah, I'm the same way. It's just, there's been a few times in my life that just by sheer happenstance stumbled into just a nice New Year's Eve. And I this year, my New Year's this year was probably the best New Year's that I've had in years. When I used to live in my old house in Clawson, my family would come over and we'd have like some pretty awesome like New Year's Eve parties and food and everything like that. But the same thing, like 10 o'clock rolls around and then you're just forcing yourself to stay up. But this year I had a pretty good one. I had a pretty fun, New Year's this year. And then, I think I'm done like expecting. I think what you're talking about is, I hate to say this, but I think like what you're talking about is like a 20-year-old's New Year's.
Did not happen to me in my 20s because I didn't drink. Like there was no toasting gonna happen, and no girls gave a shit about me. It was not happening. I don't know, man. Like, but you wanted it to, and I think there's still like that kind of gnawing regret that I want that. We always also, I think we talked about this. We always had New Year's. We were talking about holidays, doing 4th of July and stuff. We always had to do New Year's in the band. Like there was always some high-paying show that was a New Year's show.
Yeah,
it was always dry. It was always, like some Christian show, some church. And it was just like, we'd be headlining. I don't remember ever not headlining, because otherwise I think we'd just be like, no, thanks. But so we'd be headlining. We'd be somewhere away from home. The person you were dating or not dating was not there.
Yeah.
You're not finding a girlfriend because everybody going to your shows is in high school or younger. And then it's like you're watching the clock the whole time because you're the singer and you're like, we can't mess this up. Like we can't be playing through it. And so I'd always be watching it, and then all of a sudden Keith would just get up to the mic and be like, his watch was never synced with mine. This always happened. He'd just run up to the mic and he'd be like, okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. He wouldn't even start. Even it'd start like announcing, like, hey, it's almost New Year's, guys. Get ready, go find somebody. He just started like at the actual time, only on his watch, which probably was synced up like to the atomic clock, but not mine. And so I was just like, we got 2 more minutes. Let's talk a little bit,
Right. Everybody grab a seat.
So that's how it went in the band.
I told you about ours, like the best we did was Knott's Berry Farms. Mm-hmm. But I remember so many times like playing where like a youth group would have like an all-night party.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to play those? So it would be like some mega church would like rent out some place. So here in Detroit.
For New Year's?
Yeah.
Or just an all-night party? Yes.
For New Year's.
Yes.
So like we would have like a
bunch
mega
of groups
church
coming together.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so the kids just wanted to be like making out with each other, or there would be like a basketball tournament going on, or all these different things going on, and then you just happen to be one of the options that the kids could choose.
Right.
And it was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me! Like I hated those.
But you probably got paid, 15 to 20,000 bucks.
Yeah, it was like 10 to 12 grand is what we would get paid. But we would always say we'd much rather play for like $500 to 50 kids that wanted to be at the show
Yeah.
than 10
Yeah.
grand for like kids. Like you'd see the kids, like the double door would open into the gym, you know, or into the multi-purpose room, and then you'd see kids come in with like their hot dog and like Coke, and then they'd like look around and then they'd turn around and walk back out, and it was awful.
Yeah.
And the only
This isn't
kids
the
like
Newsboys.
yeah, no, not this isn't Carmen. Oh, I'm out of here.
See
Yeah, it used to drive me batty, so I couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it.
Yeah, because you'd rather be somewhere else.
Yeah. And
They'd
then the
rather
other
be
thing,
somewhere else, but you're kidding. You're like, this is going to pay the bills for a bit.
yeah. The
Yes.
other option that I didn't bring up was, you know, it's you kind of do something by yourself, you do something with friends, or have you ever done the thing where like you buy tickets to an event? So like, there's a place by us. It's called I think it's called Sylvan Glen, and it's a big golf course, and they have like a big, you know, the pro shop, you know, the building that you go to for the golf course. I'm not golf savvy, so I don't know the name of it, but it's just
You're
like
more golf savvy than me, who is
Yeah.
in a band named after a golf club.
right. And so, so Sylvan Glen has like a restaurant. So for New Year's Eve, they'll say like it's $80 a person, all the food you can eat, all the alcohol, right?
Right.
So then you go, and then,
Sounds good.
but then the problem with that is you're going again with a group of people that that you've predetermined that you're going with, and then you're just with a bunch of strangers. And
Yeah.
here's the lamest thing. I went to one, actually, at that place. I went to
Okay.
that place that I said, and a big group of us went. Nobody drank. Me and
And it was like prepaid alcohol?
yes.
Jeez.
So everyone paid like 80 some bucks to sit around and eat at a table. Other people got up, there was dancing. Nobody from like our table. Like it was a big like church group. Nobody like danced because everybody
What?
else on the dance floor were these like little hoochies wearing like the little dresses and stuff. So nobody was going over and dancing. So everyone just sat around the table, and I drank, and I told the waiter, I'm like, Can I have like Diet Coke and, you know, whatever, like spiced rum or you know, whatever in it? And I was like, can you put it in a Diet Coke cup? And Bram's wife, Heidi, did the same thing. So me and Heidi were the only ones drinking, and but everyone paid for it. It was like the lamest thing. It was so lame. And it's not lame because you're not drinking. Like, don't get me wrong there. It's lame that you said, hey, let's all, because we didn't set it up. So somebody in that group said, hey, this golf course is doing a New Year's Eve thing. It's
Yeah.
$80 for all the food, all the drink, a live band, a this, a that, a this, a that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you participated in two of the things.
How
we
was
could have
the
just
food?
gone to one of your houses and had the same experience.
Yeah. Was the food any good though?
Not that I remember, because I never went back. I never thought, oh, you know, that's awesome. Let's go do that again. It was so
Yeah.
lame. So I mean, I'm
Like-
done with it, man.
Same. Well, I can't honestly say that because there is part of me that's just like, I want something like that. I want it to succeed. I want it to be awesome. Because so one time in Five Iron, like year 2000, remember the whole Y2K scare
Yeah.
thing when they were like, hey, by the way, don't fly on an airplane. Our record company was like, hey, we booked 2 shows for you on New Year's. So you're going to have to fly a lot.
Yeah.
So we were recording up in Concord, you know, like East San Francisco Bay. And we flew from somewhere. We might have flown down to LA. We played at Biola. So we played at Biola at like 7 p.m., got on a plane, flew to Concord, and then we played another show, like at a church. And and it was like, it was crazy. We were just like, we're going to die. But nobody
Yeah,
died.
yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
we were just
You
like,
filled
cool,
your
this is
bathtub up with water and had all your
This is cool, we're
cans of
gonna
tuna.
Well, it was like, I was super depressed then. So I was like let's gamble. Let's see if we can fucking go down in a plane.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
This is like after Christy, my fiance, had broken up with me without explaining why. So I was like, in my head, I'm going to make this last Fiverr album, and then I'm going to crank out my second Brave Saint Saturn album, and then I'm going to go to sleep or I'm going to take a bath with a toaster. Something.
Oh, come on.
I was ready to go.
Have you ever heard from her as to why?
I have not. No.
Wow.
No. Yeah. I don't know. That's still rattling around inside my head. I wish I was just like, I don't care. I do care.
Yeah.
Like, I care. Like, I wonder if she's okay, and I wonder how she's doing. However,
So do you just have like zero communication with her, or do you like know a friend who knows her and is like, oh yeah, she got married and they have 4 kids and she works for Comcast?
she kind of cut off contact with everybody we knew. But like every once in a while, somebody will run into her and just be like, yeah, she's not married yet. She almost got married, then didn't. I'm like, well, thanks for telling me that, asshole.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. So, however, at this show, at this Y2K show, I met my second fiance, Stacy. She was like a friend of Mindy, who is Andy's wife, and I was just like, one, this person is not a high school student. But she was super awesome and just bubbly and full of energy and happy and cool and beautiful. She still is. She just like, I when we didn't get married, it was kind of a mutual decision because we were both really good friends.
Yeah.
When we were not engaged, and then we became engaged and we started fighting all the time. So we were just like, yeah, let's don't do this.
Yeah. Well, that's good
But-
that you saw the red
Yeah.
flags and listened.
I think we're both just too immature, but we're still really good friends. And yeah, I mean, like that was. It's not like we made out or anything at the stroke of midnight, but like that so far is the best New Year's I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it was because of that. So there you go.
Nice.
New Year's.
Well, screw
So-
New Year's.
Yeah, resolutions though, I don't do because I'm the same as you, Joe. If I am like, hey, I need to fix this about my life, I'll just do it. I don't
Yeah.
need to wait to New Year's. I'll just be like, I mean, it is nice. Humans are kind of, we want ceremony around things, and it is nice to have New Year's be that. It just seems so cheap that like if you make a New Year's resolution, half the people you know have quit doing it by the end of January, and so you're just like, yeah, whatever. That was
Yeah.
cheap. I don't know. Like when I make decisions, when I decide I'm going to change my life or I'm going to try and become something or do something, start something, if I do it around this holiday that I just think, has done nothing but betray me, I am not going to keep that.
Yeah. Now,
But-
let me ask you this. Do you feel the same
Yeah.
way about Lent? Because I do.
Man, same. I
don't give stuff
I
up
want
for Lent.
to be big. I don't
Yeah.
either. Sometimes I have, but I want to. I want to be that person. Usually, I think with Lent, the issue is that I just don't have enough self-control. Like I'm just not disciplined enough. So I'll give something up, and like this might be the problem is that I want it to be a huge cathartic ceremonial thing. So I'll be
That's
like,
me.
this is the year I'm going to stop masturbating. And we're like
I'm not
two
going
weeks
that
into
far.
it. and-
Let's not go
yeah.
that far.
Phew. Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, let's at least try and do something attainable.
Well, usually that's the first thing that comes to mind. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not
You've learned
anymore.
your
I'm-
lesson. You've learned your lesson.
Just stop. Just
Yeah.
stop trying to quit that.
Yeah.
It's never gonna happen.
Or just give up doing it 6 days in a row. So you can
man.
do it 5 days in a row and you haven't failed.
Oh man.
No, I'm the same way. I'm the same.
We could devote an entire show to that because I can't even I can't.
Well, I'm
I
the
can't
same
even-
way when
yep.
it comes to like Lent. Like I get angry. Like I'm so like stubborn and like I don't know if like to say like I'm my high horse about it, but it's probably
Yeah.
that is probably the best way of putting it, even though I don't want to say that about myself. But I do. I feel like I get like all soapboxy that I'm like, you're giving up sugar for Lent? Like you're giving up pop. Like who gives a crap? It's
Yeah.
like it's Lent. And the reason for Lent and all the build up and what Christ did for us and the building up to Easter and all that stuff, and you're giving up soda pop. And so
Yeah.
that's always my thing is I've opened my mouth by drawing this line in the sand that yeah, when it comes to me, it's like, okay, well, if I'm going to give up something for Lent, it's like it has to be something major. You know,
Yeah.
something major that is going to be like a turning point in my life.
Right.
And it's just it's not I'm not going to have sugar or I'm not going to have desserts.
Because you're equating it with like the suffering of Christ. Like
Exactly.
you're joining the suffering of Christ.
Yes.
You're not going to just be like, you know what? I know you hung there I know we beat you until your back was just open like a piece of meat, and then we nailed you to a cross, and you held all our sins. But the closest I'm going to do is giving up my venti soy chai.
Yeah. I'm not going to eat
Jesus,
cheese.
I love you that much.
I'm not eating
I'm gonna
cheese
give
for
up
4
cheese.
days. For 40 days.
40 days.
Yeah.
Jesus, I love you that much, but only that much.
Yeah. I love you
The
a ton,
rest of
Jesus.
time, Jesus,
But I'm giving up
just fuck off.
Starbucks. I'm giving up Starbucks.
Yes.
I can still get my coffee at McDonald's and Tim Hortons and everywhere else, but I'm just giving up Starbucks coffee. Like that
That's
drives
what-
me nuts.
But then the flip of that is when you do it, it's something that's the bar is so high, you're just like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I love Jesus anymore.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like if I have to choose between this, if I have to choose between watching, keeping up with the Kardashians or Jesus, I don't know.
Right.
That's how I get.
Yeah. So then I default to like, well, what's the biggest thing I can do? Just not sin. I'm going to give up sinning for 40 days. I'm just not going to do it.
So I think, like, I'm with you. Like, I love the idea. And this goes back to this thing that I just said. Like, humans, we love ceremonies. We thrive on catharsis. If you are going to make a change in your life, there needs to be some sort of ceremony. This reminds me of that talk about you going through your divorce where you were so bummed that it was just like online judge and she's just like, all right, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't even
yeah,
give you
yeah.
a talk. Like there's no ceremony or anything.
Yeah.
We need that. Like you need some sort of ceremony so that your mind is like, that was a thing. That was important. Remember that time you graduated? That thing happened. Or you got married? Like you had this huge build up to it and there's this important ceremony. And then that, like Lent to me is like, I think you're onto something, Joe, because you want that. Same with New Year's. You want you want a resolution where you've done something cathartic. You want
Yeah.
some ceremony to it. It needs to be important, and it's just hard to do it on New Year's when everybody is like, I'm gonna, lose 20 pounds, and nobody loses 20 pounds.
Right. And then for Lent, it's like, I don't want to give up like the sugar, that's stuff. Like that's all stupid. So then I start to look at things like, all right, for 40 days, I'm not going to road rage. Like I'm not going to that's what I'm going to focus on is just staying calm behind the wheel. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, okay, well then what? When the 40 days are up, you're like, good, I did that. Now I'm going to go back to just being yelling and screaming at
asshole.
everyone. Yeah. So then so then I start to think like, okay, well then can I do like 40 days of like do something for somebody every day?
Yeah.
So for
Okay.
40 days, like I'm going to give $1 to this homeless guy. Like, and you may be sitting at home, you might be listening like $1. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm just saying you're doing something that you wouldn't normally do.
You make a conscious effort to say, I'm doing this for Lent.
Yeah.
And you do it.
Yeah.
Does that work though
Yeah.
for you?
I would
Yeah.
I would think so. I'll do that this year. Like, because if me and you are going to talk this big game, then we need to do that when Lent rolls around. Like, actually do something, not just like I'm not gonna, you know, just like we've said 100 times. I'm gonna give up brownies, something stupid like that. That's doing nothing for anybody. Like, who cares? You gave up Diet Coke. Who cares? Who cares? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Jesus gave his
here's-
life.
So I think like doing it as like suffering is where you lose. Like if you that's where you give up. Like either you're doing it because you're like, hey, I'm joining in Christ's suffering, or I'm trying to make myself suffer. Because you lose. You either are going to make yourself suffer too much or not enough, and that's why it doesn't work. I think like if you are like, hey, I want to remember for 40 days, I want to think about Jesus, and then kind of get ready for Easter this way. So what am I going to do? What's one simple thing I can do that I'm going to keep to myself, you know, and just hold that inside. Something simple I can keep doing that will remind me that's not about me suffering. I think that works.
Yeah.
You know, like what you're saying. If it's $1, give $1 to a homeless person. Pack a lunch, give it to a homeless person.
Yeah.
Something easy. If you don't do it, don't beat yourself up. Like, I think when you make Lent be about suffering, that's when you fail. So for me, I'll just be like, well, screw it, man. I'm not Catholic. I don't care. Or I'll
Right.
just like, I don't care about Lent this year, but I do. I'm same. Like every year, it'll get in my head, and I'll be like, man, I wish I could do something cool about this.
Yeah.
And I don't.
No, I think you nailed it. Like, it doesn't have to be us suffering to try and parallel the suffering of Christ, because nothing we do can parallel that. Like, he
Yeah.
gave his life. He was beaten, he was whipped, he was hung on a cross, shoved with a spear, you know, pierced with a spear, given vinegar to drink, held, and that's just not even including holding all the sins of humanity on your shoulders, right? That little part
Right.
was going on as well. So nothing we can do for 40 days is going to parallel us suffering for Christ. But what we can do is we can do something that moves us out. So let's not say suffering, let's say uncomfortable. We can do something outside of our comfort zone that the reason we're doing it is in remembrance of the suffering of Christ. So I'm going to do something for somebody every day for 40 days. It might be giving somebody a buck. It might be giving a homeless guy a blanket. It might be paying for an old lady's meal because she's eating by herself at a restaurant. It might be you pay for the person behind you at a drive-through. You know, all of those things you can do on a day-to-day basis, and those are the things that, you know, I guess could make us better people. And after 40 days of doing it, I think they say a habit, like new habits can be formed in like a week, and then habits can be broken. It takes, I think, 2 weeks. So in 40 days, if you start doing something at the end of 40 days, on the 41st day, if that little voice inside your head says pay for that person's meal, you've suffered and you remembered Christ for 40 days. Do it for 41. And then on the 42nd day, do it again. Then on the 43rd day, you can, like, we can do things in our lives. And if that's what's making us remember the sacrifice that Christ made, awesome. Then Lent has done its purpose. Then Lent has changed us as a person. Not
Yeah.
just, I gave up sugar. and then on Lent, on Easter, you're like, oh, Lent is over. And then you eat cotton candy, drink soda, smoke a bunch of
Right.
cigarettes, you know. Like that
Do
doesn't,
heroin,
that
jump
doesn't
off
do
of buildings.
anything. That doesn't do anything. It just makes a
No, it
mockery
doesn't.
of Lent.
Yeah, which is funny because I think I make fun of it because I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be a cathartic, monumental kind of ceremonial thing. I want Easter to be that special every year, and like sometimes it really is. Same with Christmas. Like you want Christmas to be this perfect thing every year, and is it ever?
You're right.
I mean, sometimes. But like, so I think circling back, yeah, you're right. Lent. I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it. I don't even know when it starts, by the way.
Yeah,
So I'm talking out of my ass. It's January still, so we're good.
Yeah.
But like, I want it to. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do something to make myself suffer. I'm going to do something.
That makes
For
other
somebody
people
else.
suffer.
I'm going to do something to make other people suffer every day.
Every day I'm
And
going to
then
fart in
watch
an
it.
elevator.
Be glad it's not me. You smell that, assholes? Smell my asshole, assholes.
Just every day farting in an elevator makes somebody else suffer, and then that will remind you of the sacrifice.
I'm gonna do something kind. So for me, probably like based on what you're saying, what I should do is answer correspondence.
Yes.
Every
Answer
day.
one email every day for 40 days.
Like do that, or answer a Patreon, or somebody that
Yeah.
has IM'd me, or I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
for 40 days.
Do it. I believe in
Maybe
you.
it will make me be that person and not be such an introvert.
Yeah.
I doubt it. It does feel good to be like that. It just expends a lot of energy, and so I get really protective. I'm sorry I'm made this way. I'm trying.
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna try for Lent.
All right.
But yeah,
All right. Then we'll
So-
do that. So it's going to be in March sometime, right? Probably
What?
the second week of March.
no, like Easter is March or April, so it's like 40 days before that, right?
Yeah.
Let's
So
just
that would
look
be
it
like
up, man.
March.
Looking it up.
Because Easter is usually like April 8th.
When is Lent 2022? Wednesday, March 2nd. You are so correct, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
March 2nd ends on Thursday, April 14th. I didn't know that. I thought it went till Easter. It ends the day before Good Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
mean-
I acted like I knew that. I did not know that. I thought it ended
Yeah.
on Easter as well. I thought it ended on Good Friday, is when I thought.
Yeah, I was confused. I would have kept going.
So it
man,
ends
if
the
they didn't tell me.
Tuesday before Good Friday.
Thursday.
Oh,
it
the
ends
Thursday. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
March 14th. So, April 14th. So March, Easter must be 17th. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That seems late. But I don't know. I don't know what the Jewish people were doing when they made that calendar.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you talked to anyone in the business lately?
I talked to Sonny. I texted him yesterday. No, he called me. Talked
Five
to him
Iron
'cause
Sonny?
he's-
Funny John,
Yeah, he thought
Sonny
I was-
Johnson?
He thought he was worried I was dying of COVID.
Oh. I love Sonny. I don't get enough Sonny in my life.
He's so awesome.
I love I loved that Skeletones tour and Jeffrey's fan club, and then I loved being
Yeah.
out with you guys because he's just such a good dude.
He really is.
He's like the type of guy that if like we grew up together, we would have been friends at school and we would have like hung out and stuff like that. He'd probably
Yeah.
say other. He'd be like, no, he wouldn't. But
No,
he'd be
he's-
someone that like I gravitated towards.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
He is so good. He is so funny too. This is what's crazy about being in 5-iron with him is like he is very gregarious and funny until he's on stage, and then he just like wants to hide behind the horn players.
Right.
Like we keep talking about getting him a mic. But he's like more content just like making side jokes to Andy.
Yeah, or whoever's
all he
on
does.
the side of the stage. Just like looking at whoever's on the side of the
Talking
stage.
crap.
Yeah, exactly. Having fun. You know who I've been chit-chatting a lot with, and I mentioned this on a prior episode, but Josh from Dogwood.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, here's a guy who, when we were in the heyday of our bands, we would chit-chat at like catering.
Yeah.
But I always feel like the California kids never really meshed with us like Midwesterners. I always feel like it was the rest of the country, and then there was the California kids. Like if you were in a California band, you guys were all tight, and then the other 49 states, if you were in a band from any of the other 49 states, you guys were all friends. And so,
Yeah,
You know-
we got to be on the fence on that one because we were closer to California than we were to the Midwest.
yeah.
So they kind of treated us like we were a California band.
Yeah, but you didn't treat us like you were a California band.
No, we didn't treat anybody differently.
Right. But that's the thing. I feel like California bands have that California like swagger where they're just closer with their own. And so Dogwood was like always like great. They were great guys, and you'd see them backstage. Hey, what's up? You know, blah blah blah. You'd have a couple of conversations with them, and life would go on. Like, but now over like the past month, I think I've talked to Josh more in the last month than I had in my entire Insider career put together. Like me
That's
and him,
rad.
yeah, me and him chit chat all the time. He wants to be on the
He's
show.
a cool guy.
He wants us to be
we
on.
should have him on the show.
Yeah, and he wants us to be on his show.
Everybody's got a podcast.
Yeah, I told you what he does. He
Let's do
pairs
it.
he pairs music with like beer.
Oh,
So he does a
Did you
podcast.
tell me this?
Yeah, he does a podcast.
sounds
where
awesome.
He'll pair music with something to drink, and then gets
Okay.
into the weeds with it. So
and did we talk about how I don't like beer? Yes.
did we? I don't think we ever
I
have.
don't like beer. I think with the exception of 2 beers, it tastes like, especially craft beers. Like everybody's always like, "Yeah, you should try this," and I'm like, it's gonna taste like sweaty leather or a battery. Like it's either.
Yeah.
It does. Like it tastes like somebody's old belt that they've been wearing, like doing yard work, or a battery. Like you're just like, oh, I wonder what this 9-volt is like. Oh,
Oh, that's an IPA.
that's what beer is to me.
That's what an IPA tastes like.
I'm just like, I think people like it for the same reason they like black coffee, because they are like, I forgot what the Great Depression was like. And then they're just like, yeah. Or like, hey, remember that one time when we were in Bastogne in World War II and we were in a trench drinking coffee out of your shoe? Let's remember,
thick
let's
like
remember
oil.
that.
Yeah.
That's what beer is to me.
It's funny 'cause-
except go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we had this conversation or if I did this on another podcast or whatever. But like when I got into, again, everybody's always heard I didn't drink till I was 30. And then I was like, I'm going to try something. And I tried like Miller Lite. I tried like Budweiser, and it was like gross. And then I had a Sam Adams, and I was like, this is good. So when I first started drinking like beer, I was drinking like, and then Sam Adams opened me up to other microbrews. So I was drinking all this microbrew stuff, all this heavy, lots of carbs, like lots of calories, just these heavy beers. And I would like make fun of people who liked Miller Lite and Bud Light and all that. And then it got to the point where like I just couldn't handle it, man. Like my stomach with like wheat beers and all that, my stomach couldn't do it. And I was like
Yeah.
at somebody's barbecue, and they had, hey, just, cooler full of beer. And I like grabbed a Coors Light, and I was like, this is the greatest I've ever had. And
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I drank a craft beer. I drink Michelob Ultra or I drink Coors Light. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what I go to. And then
If I have to drink beer, it's PBR or Bud Light.
see, PBR gives me horrible gas.
Does
Horrible
it?
gas.
Okay.
Yes. It's the gassiest.
Yes.
It's the gassiest beer for me.
It has to be in a bottle for me to like it. Like if it goes flat in the can too fast, and then it just tastes like.
Have you
all
had the
other
PBR
Pilsners.
hard coffee?
No, I have not.
They make PBR hard coffee,
Okay.
and it's good.
Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah. It's cold. Like it's like a cold brew, you know?
Yeah.
Like you put them in the fridge, but they're good, man.
It has alcohol in it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so I'm just a Coors Light guy. I don't
I-
like Bud Light. I mean, again, if I'm somewhere and that's what's in the cooler, then I'm drinking it. But
Yeah.
if I'm going to the store, it's Coors Light when I'm not on keto. So if I'm watching my carbs, it's always ultras. And
Are
then
you doing keto now?
yeah.
Okay.
So first of the year,
When
man.
you're done, next time you want diet advice, I will tell you about Reese Roper's patented awesome way to lose weight.
You've told me before. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. What you have to do is go through a divorce.
Yeah. Oh,
At the same time,
That, yes.
then you get fired. First, you start off the year shitting blood.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get fired. Then your wife tells you you're getting a divorce. Do I need to go on?
No, I think you should.
And then your mom dies. Yeah.
Then you get COVID.
And you move out, and then you get COVID.
Yeah.
I lost 30 pounds this way.
Yeah. It works. You look
Yeah.
good.
So,
I don't recommend it for everyone, but those with the testicular fortitude to handle this kind of diet,
all right.
have at it.
So we like macro beers, and not just the good ones. We like the lightish tasting American Pilsners.
Yeah.
Which Monty Python, did I tell you the Monty Python joke?
No.
So they're like they did like Monty Python Live, and they were like, hey, what's they were like, why is drinking an American beer like making love in a canoe? And the crowd like, well, I don't know why. And they're like, they're both pretty fucking close. They're both fucking pretty close to water. I messed it up.
I like it though.
Yes.
That's
But
funny.
I think that's why I like it, because it's not like you're drinking. Oh, it's nasty. Like you're drinking something that tastes nasty. It's bitter, or it's like, ugh. It tastes like an old sock.
Oh,
I don't get it.
I love
Like
I love in the summer being like getting off of work and then
Yeah.
just that first ice cold Coors Light, just putting it down. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
I like PBR in a bottle because it's like I'm drinking like my grandma's, like a loaf of my grandma's bread. It's just smooth and tastes like bread. It's nice. Did you ever had, I know this exists like in some forms in the United States, but it's called Radler. It's in Germany. It's this drink. It's like a German Pilsner, and they'll mix it with like their Sprite is different or whatever. There's like lemon flavored pop is,
Okay.
but they'll mix them together. So it's called Radler, Radler. I told you the German pronunciation though. It's Radler, which is it means like bicycle rider. Like bicycle is Fahrrad. So it is like somebody that rides a bicycle. They would give these guys this as like it was like an early energy drink, like 1900s energy drink, and it's just this Pilsner mixed with this kind of lemon pop. So good though.
There's a microbrewery here in Michigan. It's called River Rouge, and they do a sour beer. And
Okay.
they do it's a sour, and then they have this stuff that they get imported from Germany. And it's like this, it looks like neon green, and it's almost like syrupy. Like it's thick. It's almost like cough syrup, and it's like neon green. And like I said, they import it from Germany, and you take your sour and you drop like a shot of this stuff in there, and you could probably Google it. And oh my gosh,
Okay.
it's fantastic. I don't know the name of it. I'll
I
look
would
it
like
up.
to try that.
But it is so good. It's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Well,
I'd try that.
yeah, do it next time you come up. When you come up for Guys Weekend, come up a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Did you put it on your calendar?
Okay.
July 14th
No.
through the 18th?
I'll put it on.
You're a dummy. You're such a dummy. See, you guys, you're not the only ones that have to deal with him not getting back and doing stuff. I deal with this weekly.
That's true.
He is the king of, hey, you want to record tonight at 6?
July.
Yes. And then I get a text at 10 after 6. Hey, it's going to be 10 more minutes. And then 10 minutes later, hey, give me one more sec. I'm just feeding the kiddos. And then I'll jump on. And then it's like 7:45, and we're
Man,
actually doing it.
My kids do not obey any form of instruction at this point. It's like Lord of the Flies. They're like, "Do you have the conch?" No. Hey, out of here. They roll a huge rock on me. They broke my glasses.
They were
They
yelling,
were
"Kill
using it to
Piggy."
light fires. Yeah. It's terrible.
I need to read Lord of the Flies again.
It's a fantastic book.
Yeah, it is.
There's also like 2 movies. There's one black and white, and then the same guy remade it in color because he was afraid somebody else was going to do it before him. And I think that one might be better.
Yeah, that's one with like Balthazar Getty when he was a kid, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like Balthazar Getty was like the main kid in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater, and it's just like, it's shocking. It's
Yeah.
shocking because you're just like, oh, man, it sucks that this would happen, but it pretty much happens everywhere in humanity all the
Yeah,
time
exactly.
with adults.
Exactly. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. I might watch that tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking
yeah,
of-
what I need is like one of those things that the guys used to count, like who's coming into the shows. A little
Yeah.
I need that for every time at my job somebody mentions Lord of the Flies.
Oh,
Oh, it's
really?
Lord of the Flies in there today. Just clicking it. How was your day, Lord of the Flies? Just
Oh.
clicking that.
Yeah, I would imagine it your job that reference gets referenced often.
It seems to be the most apropos metaphor for my job. Like you're just like, I wonder what happens when you get a bunch of kind of people that have psychological problems that are children, and you put them all together, and there's no consequences, and then you're just clicking that thing.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
Can we
Lord of
keep
the Flies.
boulders? Can we keep boulders out of the playroom?
Lord of the Flies. Yeah, like anything you can find to harm yourself or harm others, they'll find it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I could eat this. I wonder if I took the slime that I made yesterday, like as a activity,
Out of my own feces and
hardened
Elmer's glue.
it. Yeah, no. Like they've somehow figured out how to make it hard and use it as a knife.
Right. Right.
Not a lie.
Yeah.
Like put it in the windowsill, and then they communicated it to other people, so when they come back, they can all share the information.
Yeah.
And make a knife out of slime.
Yeah.
Lord of the Flies.
All right, you guys, that's it. Lord of the Flies, Patreons, we thank you so much for contributing your money. As we've been getting feedback over the last couple shows and stuff like that, a lot of you guys, you really made me, and I haven't passed it along to Reese. He's hearing this for the first time, but a lot of you guys said you guys pay because you want to support us, but you don't feel like we shouldn't feel pressure to put content out every single week, but we do. It's just who we are. And we just want to continue to thank you that even into this new year, even through COVID and all these different things that I know that there's still economic hardships out there and whatnot, and people continue to pay. We thank you so much. And yeah, we just thank you a ton. Reese, you have anything to
Yeah.
add?
No, thanks you guys. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for hanging with us. Even though I was out for a month, and thanks to Joe for going in there, and Mike and Nate and Andy for doing interviews and filling in. Thanks you guys.
Yeah. All right, you guys. See you.
Yeah.
Pay
piece of pizza.